Well, hi folks, Mr. MegaManFan here. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know all the things to do. I've got another project to film today. It's a product from Stone Age Gamer, although they didn't make it. Humble Bazooka is actually behind it. And if you know that name, you may have guessed that this is a Bluetooth adapter. Well, this one is for Neo Geo home consoles. And there's only one Neo Geo home console that I own, and that's the Neo Geo CD. So today we're going to be checking out this product and see how well it does. But you can't test a Bluetooth controller adapter without a Bluetooth controller, right? So we have a candidate for exactly that purpose right here. This is a PS4 controller that I just picked up from Goodwill. Obviously, you can tell it's used. The label on the back is a little bit sus. There's some crust, gamer juice, all in the cracks and crevices here. But I'm going to clean it up with some Q-tips and some rubbing alcohol. Okay, since the AC just stopped running, I think it's time to show off the before and after. This wasn't the grodiest of controllers that I've ever picked up from a thrift or a Goodwill, but it did need a little bit of extra work. And just to make sure these analog sticks are working, I used some QD electronic cleaner. Much like rubbing alcohol, I recommend this because it evaporates. It will not harm any electrical components. It's good for connections, safe for sensitive electronics, as it says. This specific brand, there's no affiliate link. This is just the one that was recommended to me and which has fixed a lot of drifting controllers for me. So spray a little bit of this on your analog sticks and it really helps out a lot. So now we need to find out if this controller will take a charge and hold a charge. So that's our next step. The controller did indeed take and hold a charge, although the connection port was a little bit wonky, but if I got it at the right angle, it would take and hold a full charge. So we return you to the Stone Age unboxing that was already in progress. Neo BT and a quick startup guide with a QR code, and that's it as far as product directions of any kind. It's pretty small, but it doesn't need to be big to get the job done. So I'll plug this in, turn on the Neo Geo, and then we'll try to pair something to it. Alright, I've got the adapter plugged in. That means there's only one more thing to do. Turn it on, and we can already see that it's blinking. And you can hear the Neo Geo booting up in the background behind me. So I will adjust the camera here. Okay. Got this PlayStation 4 controller, and I'm going to attempt to pair it right now. And I think it's already paired. Yes. I know I shouldn't be amazed when it happens that quickly with Humble Bazooka, but it still surprises me almost every time on any console I use one of these with. That core that was developed and given to the public for use in projects like this, it's truly amazing. I want to thank all the people behind that Bluetooth protocol for retro. I know portions of the proceeds from Humble Bazooka go to them, but even more should go to them because it's just mind-blowing how well this works. Now, the acid test is going to be if it performs better than that Brook adapter I bought, because that thing would not register inputs. I couldn't move left. There were all sorts of issues with it. And by comparison, this thing was and is my favorite device so far for my Neo Geo CD. So we're going to have to see how the Neo BT compares. Data load. Okay. Well, already I can move left and right, so that's a significant improvement. Let's actually get into some gameplay, though, and see if it holds up. Oh, yeah. I have full control. Yeah. Okay. So far, so good for the Neo BT. I wish I had more than one game to test it with. I have ordered Xenocrisis, but I don't know how long shipping will take from the UK to the United States, so it may be a while. I've never tried burning a Neo Geo CD game. I probably should. Burning a 1X CD should be easy, right? You cannot read slower than 1X. That's the default. That's like when CD-ROM drives first started coming to home computers, and you actually had CD-ROMs that weren't discs by themselves. They were actually loaded into caddies, like those vinyl records that had movies on them. They came preloaded into jackets. That was the only way you could play them, was to have them in a caddy that would load into a drive. That was when everything was 1x speed. This one, you don't have to load it into a caddy to load it into your game console, but maybe it should, because maybe I play better. Certainly not the fault of the controller, though. All the inputs are working exactly the way they're supposed to. And frankly, to me, that's a good enough test to call it here, because unlike the Brook adapter, I didn't have to plug and unplug it multiple times to get any performance out of this. So I think I'm going to add a little bonus to the beginning of this video of me cleaning up and charging this controller, because this was actually a pickup from Goodwill, and I was going to use it with the Brook, but that ended up not working out because I returned the Brook. I updated the firmware on the Brook and it still didn't work, so I just ended up returning that. So I'll show you some bonus footage at the beginning of me cleaning up this controller and charging it. I'm Mr. MegaManFan, and as always, thank you for watching.